We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Detective Comics, issue 411. This issue originally came out in 1971, but I have the 2024 Facsimile edition, which is significantly cheaper at only $4. This book was written by Denny O'Neil with art by Bob Brown, inks by Dick Giordano. The cover is by Neal Adams, and it's an awesome cover. It does relate to what's going on in the book. There's also a Batgirl backup story written by Frank Robbins with pencils by Don Heck and inks by Dick Giordano, which is continued from last issue. We'll get to that in a minute. Now this story is into the den of the death dealers, and Batman is trying to get some information on the League of Assassins and a man named Doctor Darrk, but his informant is killed in the torch of the Statue of Liberty, and Batman has to fight off the assassin. Well, they quickly flee, but Batman was able to get some information and figured out where to go. He has to jump on the Soom Express, and he goes in disguise as a little old lady, but is lured into a sort of trap by Dr. Dark and captured. Unfortunately, he's not the only captive. There is also a young woman there who says she's studying at the University of Cairo, where she was learning medicine, but her father had a falling out with Dr. Dark. Now this is, of course, Talia al Ghul, and her father, Ra's al Ghul, will show up later on in Batman 232, but for now, we just have a name. So, Dark wants to watch Batman suffer and die in combat, and not just from the injuries of getting his butt handed to him by a bunch of guys with sticks earlier. Now Batman knows that this is obviously a setup, but he is going to have to fight a bull, and he punches it right in the nose, which is pretty awesome. But it's pretty clear that there is a lot of traps here, so going straight for the exit isn't gonna work. So Batman takes an unconventional attack method, and just when he thinks he has Dr. Dark, things aren't exactly what they seem, and Talia ends up taking a shot, and it really does not end well for Dr. Dark. Now, the Batgirl story is cut and run, and Batgirl is trying to stop some evil fashion designers from killing her. She apparently got captured last issue and has to stop an evil sewing machine from cutting her up, and she has to rescue this model who was supposed to decide between two competing brands. It is an absolutely ludicrous story, but the art's pretty solid, and the ending is incredibly dumb. So it was just some silly throwaway story that I could care less about. It was adventurous, but a bit ludicrous that these fashion designers that talk like bad 40s gangsters are going to kill over. It just wasn't very good. But the Batman story was pretty solid, and it was a lot of fun. Great art throughout the book, and the writing's not bad, just the Batgirl story is goofy, and the cover is awesome. So if you get a chance to check this out, it's a great historical artifact from Batman's past, and you get to see how he met Talia in this sort of civil war within the League of Assassins. So I'm real glad I was able to get this, because I didn't know they were releasing this as a facsimile edition, and getting an original copy is significantly more expensive. So if you get a chance to read this, I would absolutely say pick it up. It's a good addition to any Batman library, and it's a lot of fun. And the fact that it has the original ads in it and the original letters page was really fun too. And although the Batgirl story is a little weak, it's definitely worth the $4. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.